Ambassador Kurt Volker is with us, former U.S. ambassador to NATO. We'll put up live pictures also of the White House where President Biden is. Look, times like this are dangerous. I think we can all agree on that the chance of all-out war in the Middle East is real. You could ask the question, what is President Biden doing? Is it enough? On and on and on. I'll ask it differently. Not what is my president doing? Is he capable, now as a lame duck, of keeping the Middle East from descending into a full war?
Well, look, thank you for having me. Look, there's two parts to your question there. Is he capable? He clearly was deemed not capable of running for re-election, running a campaign for president over the next 3 months. So is he capable of being president? That's anybody's guess. You know, that's a question mark. But more to the point of policy is that the defining characteristic of this administration's policies, whether it's towards Iran or towards Russia, it is we don't want to escalate. We want to avoid escalation. We don't want to do anything that might cause our adversaries to do something else. Well, that is a recipe for signaling to our adversaries that we are weak, that we do not have the resolve, and therefore it's a green light to them to go ahead and do the next thing. That's how we saw the Taliban take over Afghanistan. That's how we saw Russia decide to invade Ukraine again. That's how we saw Iran decide to launch all of these new attacks from Hamas, from the Houthis, now from Hezbollah. And that's all a result of signaling to them that we don't want to meet them. We don't want to stare them down.
The fact that the Israelis did this a week after meeting with Harris and Biden, who both really want a ceasefire. I lived in the Middle East for 4 years. I haven't been involved in diplomacy for nearly as long as you are, but I read that very much as a big middle finger from Benjamin Netanyahu to the United States, but also telegraphing, because he felt he had to the Iranians and to Hezbollah and to the Lebanese and to the rest of the radical Islamic world, I'm not going to be restrained by America's desire for non-escalation. That did not go over so well with Anthony Blinken, the Secretary of State. Take a listen.
Nothing takes away from the importance of, as I said a moment ago, getting to the ceasefire, which is manifestly in the interests of the hostages and bringing them home. It's manifestly in the interests of Palestinians who are suffering terribly every single day.
Is the ceasefire the panacea that this administration seems to think it is?
That's a great question. And let's be clear. I know Tony Blinken. I have a great deal of respect for Tony Blinken. But that assessment, in my view, is simply wrong. If you have a ceasefire, that is a signal to Hamas that they don't have to give up the hostages. They succeeded in holding off America and Israel because they had those hostages. Now there's a ceasefire. Now they can breathe. Now they can regroup. The last thing they're going to do is give up those hostages. And so it's sending all of the wrong signals by going in that direction. The signal we need to send is you will be destroyed if you continue to hang on to these hostages. We're going to come and get them. You're not going to get in the way, and then we can talk.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.